produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. If you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's Jones again on second down.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
So this is a tough test for the Packers' new starting quarterback, Jordan Love. 2 road games to begin the year. Today here in Chicago, next week in Atlanta. But he's one of the rare first-rounders that got to sit and watch for a little bit. So how do you think that'll serve him going forward?
Well, you sit there and absorb game plans for all this time. You watch how people prepare. You see how teams respond to being up, down, all of those things. Now he gets to step into that role and be the leader of this team. All the things he's dreamed of and imagined, now he gets to put into practice.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Fields throw complete here to connect.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring him second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Lucas Van Ness.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken out of bounds all the way up near midfield. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On the delay, Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 44.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
We're scoreless after 1.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's going to be brought down right there. So nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Come on,
from the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go, Slide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the show put up by these two defenses in this first half? The Fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Go, jump. Ready? Go.
Fields on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. Fields again. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, Fields. They'll get that underneath to Herbert. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Mooney had a hair under 500 yards last season and only 2 touchdowns. But the year before, 1,000-yard season. 2023, a big year.
And he'll get in. He's overthrown a touchdown. Justin Fields, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. That's caught by the rookie, Jayden Reed. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1, just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
It feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play fake. Here's Love. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
White.
First down, Green Bay.
Black Ultra. Fight. 97.
Love now to pass on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. T.J. Edwards coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Ready. Watch out now. Safety series. Ready.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, Herbert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Off play action, Fields. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Fields on third down. That is caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Love wants to shift things around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. Now he's free at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack.
Steady, steady, steady. That's Kenny Clark. And then there's those flashes as we just saw there as he gets to the quarterback. You can always rely on him to hold down the defensive front for the group.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hunt, hunt.
Throwing. Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Packer first down.
Ready.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
First down, going to the air with Love. They'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Green. Blaster, 6.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields.
Touchdown! Tyrell Mooney from 8 yards out. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Here's a give to Herbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
3rd and long, it's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go. Edo Blue. Ready?
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra.